welcome back, Cowboys Nation. We don't have the usual crew today. It's just a two-man show. It's me and Spanky, Braun and D
The
Wade.
boys.
Um, you know, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb. However you want to phrase it. We've got the Duolingo two-man going today. Um, and today we're going to be talking about the Cowboys and Giants upcoming Week 10 game. Just a heads up, this one's probably going to be a little bit shorter just because if you've been paying attention to the NFL at all this year, you would know that this game is one that really shouldn't be much of a game at all. Obviously, it's a game that we're going to watch because, I mean, we're obligated to. This is what we were born into, being a Cowboys fan, of course. But this is probably a game where we probably do some other things, maybe catch up on some emails from the weekend, catch up on some college football news, watch some highlights in the background. We're not expecting this one to be, the barn burner that we've seen in the past with some Cowboys and Giants games. So with that all being said, Spanky, I know that you have something that just kind of a general thought that I know that you put out on our Twitter today. So I wanted to give you a chance to
Yeah,
air
I'll
it
air it
out for the
out.
people.
Yeah, I'll air it out. Just our normal segment before I do that. Cowboys injury report. If you live under a rock, I'll fill you in. Tyron Smith probably won't practice the rest of the season, which is interesting. Some people aren't going to like it, but he ages like fine wine. He doesn't necessarily need practice every single day. And if it means we get a healthy Tyron, like, fuck it. I'm all in on the idea of him. Maybe just going through walkthroughs. He doesn't, to be honest, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He doesn't really need practice. It's not like he's going to get any better. Practice kind of only serves Tyron as a risk, I would say.
Yeah.
And so if you see him listed as did not participate, just keep that in mind. We have him labeled as illness on the injury report, so just keep that in mind. Cavante Turpin has not practiced this week, and who is it? Osa and Marquise Bell have been limited, but other than that, we're fully healthy. Kind of like what Burke said. I hate like putting this in the universe, but this is like a glorified preseason game, and like I'll just be the first one to admit it. And so, damn it, the Wild just scored. Um, what I really want to see out of the Cowboys is kind of what we've all hinted at all year. Just a couple things I'll air it out is I want to see a run game scheme get better in terms of I want to see us use Pollard more, give him more outside runs, give him more runs where there's higher upside on him getting to the second level instead of just running him up the middle. The Giants have Dexter Lawrence still. He's a beast. So let's just not run right into their one strength of their defensive unit. So I really want to see Pollard usage outside. Secondly, I want to see more. I know he's on the injury report, but I want to see more Turpin and Tolbert being used as wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4, and like rotate in more. I'm be honest, I'm done with Gallup. Maybe we can use this as kind of like a confidence boosting game for him,
Uh,
but in the
uh,
reality, how great is Michael Gallup? Confident? I don't know.
exactly.
I don't think he's a meter mover in terms of what the possibility of Turpin getting fully utilized in our offense is. Maybe what Tolbert is. Tolbert, his touchdown and his long play against Philly. Just go back and watch it. That's a veteran play on a scramble drill where he just had to improvise. And him showing me that, I want to give him more reps.
Yeah.
Now moving to the defensive side of the ball, it's time to unleash number 54. And I understand we have Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler, but those guys are on expiring contracts after this year, and we used a second round pick on Sam Williams. Having him get only 10 reps on defense, one of them being a strip sack on Jalen Hurts against Philly, is inexcusable. Inexcusable. We're stunting his development because he's stuck behind pass rushing vets. I don't know what Dorrance does. He's probably out there for cardio and just taking up space. but Dante Fowler's kind of like that pass rush guy. He was good a while ago. He's kind of just the definition of mid now. Like he'd be a starter on the Texans probably. And just we need
We're
to
cute.
unleash Sam.
Texans are very cute and
Yeah,
sneaky
the
and fun.
cute, fun Texans. Shout out Big
Right.
Red. Y'all are cute and fun.
Hmm.
But it's time to unleash him a little more. And I'm not saying like let him eat into like Micah or DeMarcus Lawrence snaps in meaningful games. I'm just saying when they're catching their breath on the sideline, let's rotate him in. He is an athletic freak. He has shown upside in pass rush and he makes splash plays. So no reason not to against Evan Neal. So I mean, that's just got to be the target this week, obviously. And then lastly, I just want to see us utilize younger slash different guys in the slot. I think it's time to, I don't know why it's the case, and I know Burke's on the train as well, but I don't know why Israel McQuamu has been a healthy scratch all year. Jordan Lewis clearly isn't 100%. When he is 100%, he's an average slot cornerback. I'll give him that. He's not bad. But Israel McQuamu, especially against teams like San Fran, especially like teams like Detroit and Philadelphia, where they will be more physical and look to just play more physical than the rest. Israel McQuamu is a 6'4", 220-pound, played safety, played corner in college, did well in his the latter end of the season last year / the playoff game. I don't see why we don't, unless we're purposely not trying to give him a shot so he signs like a cheaper contract. But I don't like this isn't Madden. Like you're not gonna like just do that. So
Yeah.
I personally I would love to see him in the slot more. I'd love to see John Way Thomas in the slot more. And like I don't know, let's try Eric Scott. This is the Giants wide receivers don't really instill fear in me. I know you're the same way.
Yeah.
So it's like if we have Bland and Stephon Gilmore in a pretty damn good safety room, let's fuck around a little bit. Like let's just test some things out. And especially all four of what I just named were our potential weaknesses, probably weaknesses for the Dallas Cowboys. So it's just kind of I want to see us tune some things up. And personally, that's what I'm going to be looking for / getting my hopes up to see. So who knows if we actually see that. I do think we see Tolbert get a lot more reps, but everything else I'm not too certain we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with everything you said, and I am really glad that you led with that because kind of makes our segments, a lot easier. I mean, obviously we're going to talk about the offense, we're going to talk about the defense, but with this being the game that we expect it to be, this just feels like a get on track, get everyone some touches, and not even get on track. It's not like this team's playing badly or anything. Like this just feels like for example, I know they talked about it when Travis Kelsey brought Taylor Swift to the Jets game and then had her come to the Bears game. It's like this is a game where if you're a young player on the Cowboys, maybe you don't get a ton of playing time, but you want to tell that hot girlfriend or girl that you're talking to, say, hey, I'd really love for you to come to this game because
For sure.
this is the kind of game where a guy like you might see Jalen Tolbert make some big plays. You might see Turpin hopefully make some big plays if he actually gets in the game. We're probably
Cooper
going to
Rush
see.
might take over the fourth quarter for all we
Yeah.
know. Like
Yeah.
that's probably a 50% chance of happening.
Yeah, I would probably say it's higher than 50%, to be honest. Like if you're is Hendershot healthy? No, he's on IR, right?
He's on IR. Yeah.
Okay, well, if you're Luke Schoonmaker, you're telling the fam to come to this game. Like this is the game that at least
Yeah.
on paper, especially considering what the spread is and everything like that, it's the largest spread that I've seen in a very long time. It's the line, it opened at 16.5. It's now up to Dallas minus 17, which is nuts for an
That's
NFL
nuts.
game. You would think this is Alabama and Texas State A&M Community Tech University. Like
Yeah.
like it's nuts. But just to start things off here, talk about our offense. You already pretty much hit the nail on the head. We need to see. This feels like, I know I just, and this is going to sound a little bit contradictory because I just said it wasn't a get back on track game, but it is for the run game. This feels like a game where Dak, like realistically, probably will finish with like under 200 yards if everything goes
Mm-hmm.
according to plan. Like it feels like a game that hopefully you get Pollard loose for like 80-ish yards and a touchdown. Maybe it would be awesome to see him break 100 yards. Don't know, obviously exactly what our scheme's going to look like, but it feels like a big get back on track game for the running game for our offense to just finally reestablish the run. And it feels like it's not going to really be a big Dak game where he won't have to do that much. And it feels like a game that we're probably going to get a defensive touchdown or a special teams touchdown. That's just
Probably
how.
like I would bet on multiple.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I wonder what the line is on that because I would take Cowboys like parlay Cowboys like two like defensive touchdowns. Like I
yeah.
feel like that's almost like I don't want dare I say lock, but it's like is Tommy DeVito really gonna like is he gonna move the ball on our defense? Like I don't want to write them off like this is like Alabama playing Georgia Southern before they play like Georgia or Tennessee, but like it is that like this is like between this we play the Giants and then Carolina. Like this is the most like hey let's find don't call it a preseason. Don't call it a get right week. This is where we're fine tuning our team
Yeah.
before Washington, Seattle, Philadelphia, Buffalo. Like we have a gauntlet
Detroit,
after. Yeah,
Miami.
we have a gauntlet
Yeah.
after this. So I don't want to use the word get right, but instead let's call it a fine tune week where we need
Game
to iron out
improvement.
some of our wrinkles.
Improvement week.
Yeah, yeah,
We're taking this week to work. The Cowboys are taking this week to work on themselves.
yeah.
That's what they're
This
doing.
this is like a mentally like okay let's build some just confidence, a confidence building week, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. Yeah. Confidence boosting game. I mean, there really isn't that much to say. The Giants, I mean, say what you will about injuries. Obviously, it sucks for Daniel Jones. And it's probably going to be the last time that we've probably seen Daniel Jones in a Giants uniform for the last time. So I can't wait to see what quarterback the Giants draft and ruin next year. Hopefully, it's not Drake May or Caleb Williams for their sake. Um, but again, yeah, get on track game, confidence building game. It just screams that to me. Uh, their defense instills no fear in me outside of Dexter
Mhm.
Lawrence, which I mean he plays defensive tackle. It's not like we can't avoid him. So even then, it's like their defense doesn't instill an ounce of fear in me, especially with the way that our offense has been looking recently. And so I think this is a game that we're just gonna have our way with them, pause, and we're just gonna really, I mean, we're just gonna do what we have to do, and take care of business. So
For sure, for sure.
yeah,
It just like dare I say it's also after Washington, so between Washington and Philadelphia, just looking ahead, we have I believe is an 11-day break before our next game. And that next game is Philly. So after these stretch of 3 games, we do have what is some people are saying a mini bye week, which is kind of cool. But
right. We're also
yeah,
about to get into that time period of the year. I think it'll start, I guess, next weekend where we play like 3 games in 18 days or whatever it is, where we
yeah.
go Sunday and then we go Thanksgiving and then we go Thursday or the Thursday after Thanksgiving. Yeah, I think. I mean, it happens
We have
to
a
the Cowboys
Thursday
every
night
year.
football. We have a Thursday night football game besides
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yeah. It's the week after Thanksgiving.
Wow. It's gonna be a
That's like,
it's gonna be a weird Sunday.
yeah, yeah. So it's definitely gonna throw our upload schedule into the blender a little bit for sure. But
Holy shit,
um,
I didn't even think about that.
yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to be just pumping out content. We're just thinking out loud here for all the listeners. We didn't really think about that at all. Like it literally just dawned on us. So
Luck.
that's fun. Yeah. So
It's not like we
just
could pre-record anything either. It's
no, we
like
can't. Okay, so we go Giants and then at Carolina next Sunday. Then we play Washington at home Thanksgiving. Then we play home against Seattle the Thursday after. And then we have that extra rest and then Philadelphia, Buffalo, Miami, Detroit, Washington.
what time slot does the Philly game have? Does it
What do you
say?
what do you think?
Sunday night?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
was hoping they would give us a Monday night game for that, but
No, we're done with Monday night. We had our one and done. So yeah.
yeah.
So this will be, I mean, this is getting into the Cowboys mini gauntlet um stage here. So should be fun. But anyways, with everything being said about our offense, we need to give our killers of the week, and let's get a little frisky. Let's
Can we
definitely
do a
throw
fun, can
throw
we
in
do a
some
fun
player
one?
props. Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
can we
that.
do a fun one and then like a realistic one? Or I
Yes.
guess fuck it. We'll just do it. Yeah, I don't know where I'm going because I have two in mind for both sides of the ball.
Okay.
My my realistic one, I'll just say it right now, is Tony Pollard. I already alluded to it. It's a needs to be a fully get fine-tuned, get confidence in the run game week for the Dallas Cowboys, and starts with Tony Pollard. But yeah, I don't really need to go much more into explaining and ramble on. I'm sorry, Mr. Lehman, but uh my fun pick of the week, if he does play, would be Cavante Turpin.
Damn
Um,
it.
I would, and I know Burke just said, "Damn it." I mean, I just want to see like Turpin brings an element to our offense that's like what we kind of had with Tavon Austin when we brought him in, like for that 1 year. But like other than that, we really haven't had a player profile like Cavante Turpin on the Dallas
Lucky
Cowboys.
Whitehead. Who could forget?
I mean, Dwayne Harris back in the day, if we really want to go tit for tat, but
Okay, Dwayne Harris was an awesome returner though. He was sick. But then he
yeah,
shit talked the Cowboys after he left, so fuck him.
I'm looking at a
Whatever.
Dwayne Harris autograph on a DeMarcus Ware jersey right now. It's pretty sick. Yeah, just flexed right there. But I
Yeah,
want to see
humble brag.
Turpin. I want to say Turpin Tolbert, but I know you'll probably allude to maybe one of them. But my realistic will be Pollard. My fun pick would be Turpin.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go with my real pick here. Um, I'm gonna stay away from all the big names this week, and that includes Jake Ferguson, who, as we said last pod, is now a top 5 tight end in football. So for my real one, and I think it's gonna carry over from what we saw in the Philadelphia game. My real pick is gonna be Jalen Tolbert. I think this it's not necessarily gonna be a coming out party. I think it's a firmly establish yourself as wide receiver 3 type performance. Like I think we
That'd be
see like
sick.
4 or 5 catches, maybe like 60-ish yards, maybe sprinkle a touchdown. I just think that we're going to see his role be increased. I mean, we saw that last week in a game that Michael Gallup struggled in. Mike McCarthy had no issues going to the bullpen and giving Tolbert real meaningful snaps I mean, the dividends paid off. I mean, he made some incredible plays to really bail out Dak. Obviously had the touchdown last week. So that's going to be my real pick. For my fun pick, I'm really tempted to go with um actually, you know what I was thinking of? And we haven't seen him in a while. It seems like the preseason hype has really died down, but do we see Deuce at all in this game?
I don't think so. I think we would see Lipke and Dowdle. Unless one of them is dinged up, or maybe since Turpin is if Turpin is out, I think we see
Then
Deuce
we
Vaughn.
see Deuce like for special teams and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for return.
Okay. So I'm stuck for my fun one between Dowdle and Schoonmaker.
Dude, I was like
That's my
thinking
conundrum
before the
right now.
pod. I was thinking before the pod. This screams a Shoemaker touchdown week. Like it just
Okay.
screams it. Like
Yeah, you know what? My first thought was, especially since you said Pollard, I'll go with my fun hot boy of the week, Luke Schoonmaker. Obviously, last week had the very unfortunate play. I mean, got tackled before he even got the ball. Don't know how that's allowed, but that's neither here nor there. Whatever. But yeah, I feel like this could be a game where. Even though Ferguson had like his little breakout last week again, this is going to be a game where we spread the ball out, feed everyone, bring your girlfriend to this game if you're a player. I'll say Luke Schoonmaker has a couple. I, I'm not going to predict him anything big for the yardage or for the receptions department, but I will say Luke Schoonmaker will score a touchdown this week. Um,
just feels like
okay.
didn't he score against the Giants? His only touchdown?
I think it was the Jets.
Yeah, one of those New York teams.
Yeah, one of those garbage New York teams that we shit pumped in the first 2 weeks. Okay, moving to the defense. This should be a pretty quick run through here. If we really just wanted to say no context and just tell it how it is, the plain honest truth is it's Tommy DeVito against the Dallas Cowboys defense. If you're not like a college football nut or from the Northeast, you probably have no idea who Tommy DeVito even is, and that's totally fine. He's credit to him. I mean, he's done a lot more in the NFL than we ever would, obviously.
Yeah.
But that being said, he's not an NFL caliber player. It's pretty absurd that he is the starting quarterback for the New York Football Giants, who once had, as much as we hate to admit it, a future Hall of Famer in Eli Manning, and even had at times competent play from Daniel Jones. And now they got Tommy Pastrami DeVito, probably the most Italian dude to ever play in the NFL. But I mean, plain and simple, the Giants' offense is very, very bad. Outside of Saquon Barkley, which I mean, with this offensive line and the way that we're probably going to be aggressively stacking the box and forcing Tommy DeVito to beat us, I don't think the Giants will muster anything. If the Giants as a team score over, I want to say 10, but I could see Gano getting like a couple field goals. If they score anything over 13 points, I feel like I would be disappointed, genuinely. And I
Yeah,
don't even think
no.
that they'll get to 13. I'm saying 13 to be safe. But like we'll get into our score predictions, but realistically, this is a game. I don't know who their emergency quarterback is or if they've signed a quarterback to be their backup for DeVito, but like this game could get really ugly really quick.
Yeah, for sure. Just I want to go off your 13 number. What does that number stand when Giants have full starters in and we have backups in and like probably the mid to late third, early fourth quarter?
If it was the Giants of last year where like they could actually score some points and look competent, I'd say like uh,
I would say 16 is like their
yeah,
absolute like
I was
ceiling.
gonna say between 17 and 20, probably leaning closer to 17, 18. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't
like
see them scoring 2 touchdowns. Like I'll give them one.
I don't
Oh,
I don't at all.
and like their one is going to be like probably such a fluke one. Like
Yeah,
I'm willing to
to be
bet
honest,
like
I don't even know if I see him scoring one. Like, I mean, the we I mean
it's going to
we
come back to
shut him
bite us in
out.
the ass if we lose this game.
If it
Like we're deleting this pod if we lose this game.
No, we might have to like just erase this channel like from the history books. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like I mean, if this is a must not lose game, like it's not even
Yeah.
a must win.
This
It's
is
just,
a
just a must
can't
not lose.
you can't lose this game, Dallas
Like you
Cowboys.
physically cannot lose this game. If we were to lose this game, this would be 1,000 times worse than losing the Cardinals game, because at least the Cardinals, it's like, okay, at least you lost to
Sneaky.
like a really elite quarterback in Josh Dobbs. Like if
Yeah,
you lose a
you
game
lost
to
to an astronaut. It like
you
call it how
lost.
it is.
Yeah, like you lost to a quarterback that, gun to my head, I'm taking over Brady all time. But
Like, do I
yeah,
trust him more with my life in his hands than anyone not named Patrick Mahomes? Yes. Yes, I do.
yes, of the 1,000%. But like again, it's Tommy Pastrami DeVito. Like, oh man, I
I
really feel
almost feel
bad for
bad
Giants
for him
fans. I do.
because if
I feel
dude,
bad for him. I feel bad for Giants fans. I feel bad for that team in general. Like
dude,
it's it's bad.
he's
It's
about to
very
get,
bad.
not only like is he not a great quarterback, like they signed a guard off Justin Pugh off the streets, man. Like this is a horrible
Yeah,
offensive line, and like I just our D line room probably right now watching film is probably
they're
foaming at the
salivating.
mouth.
They're
Yeah,
salivating. Micah is probably in the film room, like acting like he's on rabies right now, foaming at the mouth. Like,
like this might be like this might be the record. This like right Sunday might be the record for like most sacks in a game. And
what did
like
we have
it
week 1? 8 or 9?
eight
Was it
eight or
8?
nine.
Was it 8? I think it was 8.
And Danny escaped a lot of sacks. Like believe it or not,
Yeah, yeah,
week one
we could have had like 15.
yeah, he broke some
Yeah,
tackles, he ran out of the pocket. Like, dude, if Tommy DeVito runs out of the pocket, can you imagine just like Donovan Wilson or Marquise Bell just right there? Like like it's like I'm sorry, dude. Like if you're
yeah,
okay, Burke, if you were Tommy DeVito, you're probably you went to Syracuse, New York kid, Italian. You're probably a Giants or Jets fan, so you probably have
right.
family and friends in the area.
Hmm.
Are you like texting them come out to the game Sunday? Like like this is an all-time historic rivalry, but you're
You have
probably
to.
gonna you have
In
to, but
his
you're gonna get
shoes, you have
killed.
to. Correct. In his shoes, his family should be there because it's his first ever start, right? To my
Yeah.
knowledge, because Jones started last week. So this is going to be his first NFL start, and depending on how bad it is, could be his last NFL start. Again, I don't know who their other quarterback is on their roster. I don't really care to look it up, to be honest. But it like there's a chance he could die on that field on Sunday.
Like
Like
and like
genuinely, he
I'm
could
trying to
die.
keep this yeah, I'm trying to keep this as like nice to him as possible, but like after like sack 5, like it's going to be like what? Probably the second quarter when we get our fifth sack. Like I'm just going to be like I'm sorry, man. Like I'm going to be like watching it and just
Yeah,
be like get up, kid, get up. Like
yeah,
like
but like, yeah.
he's going to
Come on,
be
champ.
yeah,
Yeah.
start chanting Rudy from my couch. Like this is
Tommy,
like
Tommy.
yeah, like it's gonna be fun. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be fun to like sack him a bunch of times and beat the Giants, but
Oh,
it's like
it's gonna be awesome, but like,
yeah,
like we're gonna feel bad. Like week 1, I felt bad.
week
I
one I
felt
did
bad
feel
for
bad.
Danny. Yeah, week 1 I felt bad because you could tell in the fourth quarter that Danny was so frustrated, and you could tell he was battered. I mean, dude, he looked like he had just gotten out from his 8th tour in Iraq. Like,
They kept him in that game
yeah,
too, and our
which was
backups were just
crazy.
taking shots at him.
Yeah, yeah, we had Dante Fowler and Sam Williams and like we had Chauncey Golston teeing off. Like that's how you know it's crazy.
Chauncey Golston had the
Like,
most sacks against him week one, I
yeah,
think.
he did. Yeah, he did.
Like,
Like,
if week one is any indicator on what this game is gonna look like Saquon's gonna have like 20 to 25 carries for like 60 yards. Like it's not gonna
mm,
be. I just feel bad for this kid, man. Like Micah's seeing this as an opportunity to be like, okay, I'm gonna get ahead in the depoy rankings or like this week.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Mike is like, okay, time to get back in the sack race. Like, here we
yeah.
go.
Yeah, Bland and Stephon Gilmore and probably all of our DBs are like, I can't wait for like what ducks are going to come out from him, like trying to pass the ball while getting hit. Like I can only imagine
If
how many bloops up in the air with like
yeah,
Deron Bland looking like he's fielding a punt is going to be out there.
yeah. How many picks? Because I know we talked about a couple of episodes ago, but I can't remember it. But what is the pick six record for the single season? Is it 4? Or
Yeah,
has he tied
Bland
it?
is one away from tying it.
Okay. Okay, so he needs 2 to break it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep that in mind for our Hot Boys and Cover Zero predictions, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, um, Tommy Devito, if you're watching this, um, it's probably
I'm
after the game.
sorry.
Yeah, it's probably after the game because I would hope that, especially before your first NFL start, before you play top 5 defense in the league, that you don't have time to watch 2 idiots talk about the Cowboys. But if somehow a clip ever gets to you, we're sorry for what's going to happen to you on Sunday. Like we want to get out in front of it. We're gonna be pulling for you after sack 4. After sack 4 is when we're gonna be like, all right,
Like we're going to
like
start
Rudy
chanting your
chant,
name when you're
yeah,
picking yourself off the turf. Like
yeah, like I'm gonna be sitting on my couch watching this game, and like if you get sacked or you get hit hard or something like that, and you get up, like I might get up and rip a standing ovation for you. Like I might
yeah,
just
I'll
get up and
clap.
just
I'll clap.
yeah, yeah. I'll rip a clap, and like if you were there next to me, like give you like a little pat on the butt. So
Tommy,
so like good fight, kid.
Tommy,
Exactly.
Tommy.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? But Tommy, welcome to the NFL. Like,
True. True.
I'm
Welcome to the
sorry.
NFL.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Your first NFL start is against the Cowboys, who are probably pissed they just lost to the Eagles, and no, they're chasing them now and want to go out and just fucking headhunt. I'm sorry that this is your
Yeah.
I'm sorry that this is your moment. The stars aligned. I'm sorry. Take it up with the higher power. It's not me that decided this. I'm sorry. But
Yeah.
anyways, Hot Boy, I know who you want, so I'm not going to take him. My fun one, I just want to say
Should we do a
Micah,
real
man.
one and a fun one as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
my real one is going to be Micah, and for I'll spoil my cover zero take. I think Micah gets like 3 sacks. He got held so much against Philly. I just keep seeing these damn clips where it's just like these are all pro. This is Kelsey, Lane Johnson, like a good any single one of the Philly offensive linemen starts probably on the Giants, and I would
I
besides their
mean,
left tackle,
yeah,
but
but
like
yeah, we don't even know if Thomas is gonna play yet.
yeah, but like I just see Micah is still chasing. He's gonna want to chase records. He's gonna want to chase stats. I just see this as like I'm sorry, man. Like Tommy DeVito has no idea Micah game speed looking like breaking through a hole coming at him. Like Tommy DeVito's gonna blink and Micah Parsons is gonna be in his grill. So that's
Mhm.
gonna be my realistic one. And just a little disclaimer for my cover zero. I see Micah Parsons having like 2.5, 3 sacks. And
Okay.
my fun one
I love that.
my fun one isn't necessarily like a fun position, but because we're gonna be stacking the box and really just making Tommy DeVito try to beat us, I see Mozzie Smith getting a lot of reps. And
Oh, okay.
I would love to see a good performance out of him. He's shown flashes and people are very quick to judge, but defensive tackles, they progress and the learning curve on in the trenches is pretty extreme, especially with someone like a nose tackle where you can't make flash plays like a wide receiver can and start getting like a Twitter following behind you. But I want to say Mozzie has a good game. I'm not going to say any like sacks or anything. I'd be sick. But Giants guards should be in for a rude awakening against Brian Baldinger's number one from last year in Mozzie Smith.
Love that. Shout out Baldy. Okay. So my real one, already alluded to it.
Dan Brugers, not Brian Baldinger. Sorry.
Okay. Well, still shout out Baldy. Love the
Yeah.
breakdowns.
He's gonna have some.
Okay.
He's gonna have a field day with breakdowns from this.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Okay. My real pick on defense, I already kind of spoiled it. It's gonna be Deron Bland. Every time that wow, I was about to say something sauces. Every time that I have picked him, there we go. He has done something awesome this year, pretty much. I predicted his pick six against the Rams, which was a really awesome feeling. Wish I had like somehow put money on that. That would have been awesome. But I think Deron Bland is gonna get a pick six this week. I mean, he's chasing that record. Again, one of the best corners in football. And we know he's a dog. If you don't think that Devontae Smith scoring a touchdown on him last week pissed him off, then well, unfortunately for the Giants, they've got another thing coming. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if he's going to be the only one on our defense that gets a pick. If I had to guess, if I had to go out on a limb, I would say both of our top two corners get one. I think him and Gilly both get one. But this is about number 26. This is about Deron Bland. He's going to get a pick six this week. He's chasing that record. He's chasing a first team All Pro team this year. So going to be a big week for Bland if Devito even has time to get the ball and throw it his way. For my fun pick, I really liked your pick about Mozzie. That was a great pick. He wasn't even on my radar, so really good pick there. I was thinking of going like as a joke and just saying like Chauncey Golston, but not gonna do that.
Not forward.
Are we gonna see Rashawn Evans this week?
We
like,
saw him a
get
little
actual reps.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, since I don't know if he'll play enough, I won't pick him. I'll take why am I blanking on names all of a sudden? I'll take Jabril Cox, not dude.
Wow.
I'll take Marquise Bell. Okay.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I had just mentally gotten over the hump like 3 weeks ago of not seeing him as Jabril Cox anymore, even though they both play linebacker, wear number 14, and both wear double arm sleeves. I'm gonna pick Marquise Bell as my fun pick. We've said it before. He's the most underrated player in football as of right now. He's the best linebacker in football that no one knows who he is. Like literally, you ask the average NFL fan who he is, they will not know who he is. But he's been awesome this year. He had not his best game against the Eagles, definitely not his worst. He had a solid game all around. But I think this is going to be a game for Marquise Bell. I I don't know about sacks or anything, just because I don't really see us blitzing him that much. I could see him getting like 2+ TFLs this week, just blowing up plays in the backfield. Like Giants probably at least first two plays from scrimmage is going to be runs to Saquon, and I think he's going to blow up like one of the first two plays and just announce his presence. So that's going to be my fun pick. So just to recap, our Killas and our Hot Boys, you went Pollard as your real pick, Turpin as your fun pick. I went Tolbert as my real pick, Shoemaker as my fun pick. Hot Boys, you went Micah with your real pick and said 3+ sacks. Mozzie as your fun pick. I went Deron Bland as my real pick, getting a pick 6 this week. I picked Marquise Bell as my fun pick. So finally here, before we get ready to wrap up, let's just real quick score predictions. For everyone listening, the line has shifted to Dallas -17, over under 38.5. So pretty absurd stuff.
What? 16-30. So that's absurd. Like they're predicting like 27-10. So Vegas is predicting.
Yeah, 27-10. Yeah, that's what they're predicting. I think it's gonna be worse than that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hell of a, like, I don't even know where I want to go with this, but I'm gonna feel a number in my head and just say it. Ready? Give me a countdown,
Manifest
Burke.
it. From
Just
I'll go
pick.
from
Pick a
three.
number and
Three,
countdown.
3, 2, 1. Your pick.
43-16 Cowboys.
Oh man, I love it. I love it. I mean, that's probably in the same ballpark of what I was gonna pick. Okay, 43-16, easily hitting the over and easily covering the spread. Okay, I love it because I'm probably gonna do something similar. I'm gonna say, oh God, man, how ugly is it gonna get? Um, God, if the Cowboys lose this game, we're gonna look like bozos.
This will be deleted off Spotify so quick.
And everywhere. Like we're not letting any receipts get out if we lose, but
I'll deactivate our Twitter account instantly.
yeah, yeah, and I'll take down the Instagram, and Stu can take down the YouTube channel. Okay, so you went 43-16. I'm gonna go with trying to do math here. How many did we score against the Rams? 48, 9, 43. Beat the Rams 43-20. I'm gonna go with 41. Yeah, 41 because Aubrey will sneak a couple field goals, of course, best kicker in football. I want to say 40. dude, this is so disrespectful. I'm gonna say 41-13. I'm just really feeling that. So there you have it. You have both of us with a hearty Cowboys win, as if that wasn't evident enough by our tone throughout this entire episode, and an easy cover and an easy over. Um, just to wrap up here, cover zero takes. What do you got? Some quick, some hot, some spicy.
Yeah, I mean, we've already said for a cover zero, Shoemaker touchdown and Micah 3+ sacks and Deron Bland pick six. We've already got established that. So uh, I'm gonna say Sam Williams 2 sacks.
Oh, sorry, I'm just writing this down. I'm trying to type one-handed right now. Okay, Sam Williams 2 sacks. Oh, I do like that a lot. Okay.
I'll ride with my take. Mozzie 1 sack.
Fuck yeah.
It's probably gonna get like
Okay.
half a sack at some points.
Okay, so right now with our sack predictions alone, we're already up to 6. Because you said Mike at 3 or more, Sam at 2, and Mozzie at 1. So that's 6 sacks right there. Fuck it.
Crazy
Ride
disrespectful. Crazy
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Ride it out. I mean, we're in too deep at this point. Just yeah. Okay.
Dowdle touchdown.
I love it. Okay. That's a good pick, actually. Okay. I'll get wild too. Fuck it. Say Hunter Whipkey touchdown. Um, I'm being serious too. Hunter Whipkey touchdown and
Jalen Brooks 100-yard game.
Trey Lance starts. Okay. I'm gonna do one more fun one here. Let's go defense. I'll say who do I just randomly want to decide gets an interception this week? Jordan Lewis, first pick of the year. Why not? Sure.
It'd be hot.
Okay, so just to recap.
Yeah, can you calculate our stat predictions just off count? Just read them out.
Okay, so Luke Schoonmaker touchdown. Micah Parsons 3 or more sacks. Deron Bland pick 6. Sam Williams 2 sacks. Mozzie Smith 1 sack. Rico Dowdle touchdown. Hunter Lipke touchdown. Jordan Lewis interception. And then I also said back when we did kills, I said Jalen Tolbert would get a touchdown. So there you have it. Those are our cover zero takes. Um, again, this one was a little more fun. It's not going to be fun for Tommy DeVito. Again, we already have it out there. We're formally apologizing to you for what's going to happen to you on Sunday. Really wish it didn't have to be this way, man. But you know, you've got fans in us for life if you get up and keep fighting. Um, so yeah, man. Spanky, you have anything else you want to add before we sign off here?
I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
That might have to be the name of pod. We might just have to call it "I'm sorry, Tommy."
Sorry, Tommy. That'll
Yeah,
be
sorry,
fire,
Tommy.
yeah.
Okay, sorry, Tommy. Hell yeah. Okay. Well, as always, please follow us on our socials. You can give us a follow, Twitter/X and TikTok at DallasBC Pod. Follow us on our Instagram at DallasBC Podcast. Email us for inquiries or sponsors, podcastdbc@gmail.com. And we are available to listen on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Hopefully, this video goes up tonight. We don't really know what Stu's status is, but he said he was going to get it up tonight. So if he doesn't, it's his fault. We're just getting that out there now.
Yeah, not on us.
Yeah, not on me and Spank. It's all on Stu. So get mad at Stu. But yeah, I think that pretty much about wraps it up. Should be a fun game for us Sunday, and hopefully for everyone that's listening, you guys can come back on Monday, and we can all just sit back and laugh and prepare to do it all again next week when we play the Panthers. So, this is Burke and Spanky, and we, as always, thank you guys so much for joining us today. And we will see you guys on Victory Monday.